Welcome to our class today. Teacher Alexis, the Real English Institute. Let's continue with the series word by word, an English reading and vocabulary series. Now we have a new reading. Let's start with the vocabulary. Number one, barrage. Barrage. A large amount of something that comes very quickly at a person. The constant barrage of ads on my screen detracts me. Repeat again with me, guys. Barrage. Next word, unforgettable. Unforgettable. Something with a strong effect or influence on you that you cannot forget. Last night, concert was an unforgettable experience. Repeat with me. Unforgettable. Let's go with the next one. Pick up the message. Pick up the message. Understand a message. I couldn't pick up the message in his confusing speech. Pick up the message. Next one, split second. Split second. A very short moment of time. In a split second, the athlete crossed the finish line. Wow. A split second. Next one, out of the ordinary. Out of the ordinary. Unusual. Seeing an elephant in the neighborhood is something out of the ordinary. Well, let's go with the next one. Whether or not. Whether or not. It is not important if either of two conditions is true. Whether it's rain or not, we'll go to the picnic. Whether or not. Next one, dive. Dive. Jump into water, especially in your head and arms going first. They decided to dive into the lake from their pier. Dive. Bloop. Very good. You can see the translation on the screen. Next one. Ever-changing. Ever-changing. Constantly changing or developing. Technology is an ever-changing field. Ever-changing. Next one. Grab. Grab. Attract the attention. The creative ad grabbed the audience attention. Grab. Puzzle. Puzzle. A situation that is difficult to understand. Puzzle. The mystery of this case became a puzzle for the detectives. Puzzle. Let's go with the next one. Time span. Time span. A period of time between two fixed points. The time span between the two word warns was tumultuous. Time span. Okay, guys. Now we have the vocabulary. This is the vocabulary we already read, so you can pause the video and try to pronounce that and understand this. So let's go with our reading part. Number one. Brain invention, why we can't forget some ads. Okay. Brain invention, why we can't forget some ads. Advertisement.
Brain invasion. Why we can't forget some ads. Advertisements, they're all over our social media pages, they arrive as text messages, they interrupt our favorite shows, and they bombard us in the streets. In order to survive the constant barrage of advertising, we learn to ignore most of what we see. But what is it that makes certain ads sticky? In other words, why do we remember some ads while managing to completely forget others? According to advertising experts, an ad needs 3 key elements to make it unforgettable. In the first place, it needs to be clear and simple. TV commercials usually last about 30 seconds, so a complicated or confusing presentation will not do the job. For an ad to be sticky, it has to be obvious enough that we can pick up the message in a split second. More importantly, ads should appeal to our senses and emotions. When we really feel something, it tends to stick in our brains much longer than if we simply understand it. This is the reason why so much advertising depends on emotional music and images of family, romance, or success that relate directly to our own hopes and dreams. One more element necessary to make an ad successful is surprise. When we see something out of the ordinary, it makes us take notice whether we want to or not. A talking animal, a beautifully dressed model diving into a swimming pool, a car zooming through an ever-changing landscape, these are the types of things that grab our attention. But do sticky ads actually make us buy the products? That's another story. Sometimes the most memorable ads make people laugh or mention them to their friends, but they don't actually convince people to buy anything. Still, after watching a sticky ad, we usually remember the name of the company it promotes. And in a world with so many brands and products, that is almost as important as sales.
Okay, scan the article. Why does sticky memes in the advertising world? What does it mean that? Okay, guys. Sticky means easily attaching to something. Possible examples are tape, honey, and gum. Read the article. Check the 3 things that make an ad memorable. Okay, we can say that an uncomplicated concept, a sexual or emotional appeal, something unexpected or strange. Okay, let's go to our part C. Read this description of 2 ads. According to the article, are these sticky ads? Explain why. A family of 4 is having breakfast together, and they are all looking tired. The father poured each of them a glass of super juice, and as they all drink it, they are transformed into costume superheroes. As they leave, the mother says, "Ready to say the word, team?" A young couple are in a luxurious car. The woman is driving. They are driving quickly through lush countryside. They glance at other and smile. A voiceover says, "The eternity, a car that feels like home." Well, guys, let's answer this. The first ad is sticky because it's simple and clear, easy to understand, and surprising. Number 2. The second ad is simple and easy, but it's not very sticky because there is nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, guys, thank you to be with me, Teacher Alexis, in this series Word by Word, an English reading and vocabulary series. Subscribe to my channel and wait for the next lesson. Bye-bye.